Sir Kaya Redford here, and the man that needs absolutely no introduction, Mr. Les Brown, icon. I would say the best speaker in our generation, and many would say maybe the best speaker of all time. Motivating, inspiring. You have changed so many people's lives. We've been friends for many, many years. We did an amazing interview. You humbly said it was one of your best interviews in over 52 years. So if you want to check that out, you definitely want to go to YouTube, type up Les Brown and Kaya Redford. First, I want to give a shout out to Bill Walsh. We're here at UWC, Ultimate Wealth Camp with Bill Walsh and Orlando. And yesterday you gave such a passionate speech. And today you were also interviewed by Bill. And you have this incredible mentorship. I want to get into what that is. Because for someone to learn from you, how to step into their story, their life, and have an impact in the world. So I just want you to just share what is the biggest reason why someone should come work with you to be able to learn from you to do what it is that you do, but do it in their way to spread their story and their light in the world.
I'm glad you mentioned that, do it in their way. And that's what I do. I get to know the person and extract their story. And there are things that we can't see about ourselves. And so we teach them how to deliver and tell their story in a way that people don't just hear their story, but they feel them. We create an experience. A lot of speakers, they're focused on giving a lot of information. If information could change people, everybody would be skinny, rich, and happy. They can get the information from ChatGPT. What I'm doing is teaching people how to create an experience. Oliver Wendell Holmes said that once a man or woman's mind has been expanded with an idea, concept, or story, it can never be satisfied to going back to where it was. We teach them how to speak so people don't just hear them, but they feel them.
And something that you share, and you shared it today, is that you said, I don't just tell a story, but I make you feel the story. And that's something, as many of you know, I speak on stages all over the world, and I do great, but yet I don't feel like people don't really get to the depth. You go fully into the moment, into character, and I think that's just a super powerful gift. What advice would you have that you can give someone who is a speaker, how they cannot tell the story but actually bring the audience into the story and experience it?
Get a story that's out of you. I remember a story you told me about the impact your sister had on you. That's still in my head. I see a lot of people, but I've never heard you tell the story.
Right.
All right. And so it landed deep with me. And so when you find something that resonates with you, you're speaking heart to heart because it came from your heart. When you speak from the things that you've learned from your head, that's head to head communication. But the story is in your heart, things that you've experienced, things that you don't believe, but you know this. They feel that knowingness as you speak about it, and you are now able to take them on a journey that you have created out of your own life experience that they can feel, and they now have the ability to have the courage to be able to make another decision about their lives.
That's huge. And one of the things that we do, we train all the top #1 offices, #1 agents in real estate, mortgage, financial services, network marketing. So we do a lot of sales training. And our program is called Top Producers Global. What would be your best advice for someone who is a salesperson who wants to increase their revenue and to be able to do that effectively on stage as well as a speaker, as a communicator?
You are an example of that. You study everything. The people that are going to be able to make it and not survive but thrive during this time have to have a perpetual commitment to learn and to grow continuously, because we all reach those plateaus in life. As Einstein said, the thinking that has brought me this far has created some problems that this thinking can't solve. When I look at you, your life is an example of what we all should do is continue to reach higher. The stock will sell themselves. You want to speak in a way that the value you create for them, they become self-persuaded that saying, I need that. So you're creating a thirst. There's an old saying, you can take a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. However, if you are speaking to serve, you create a thirst where they want to drink.
That's absolutely amazing, that thirst. And I know there's two more questions I want to ask you. You've been in this speaking for 53 years. You're 80 years old.
Yes, 80 years young.
80 years young, and you look fabulous. You've beat cancer. You're changing the world. You've had a career in politics. You've done so much. As you look at the world today, and I've heard you talk many times, you're very attuned to what's happening in the world. What's your wisdom that you want to impart on us today in the world we live in on how we can navigate the complexity of the world, the challenges. You can go economics, you can go politics, you can go the hardships that people are facing all over the world. You can talk about AI, wherever you want to take this conversation. What would you like to share as your wisdom, how someone can navigate in this world and thrive no matter what?
Don't focus on the current reality. Focus on the reality that you're creating. You know, we're taught, I'll give you all your eyes can see. We are living in the most vulnerable time we've ever been in. Our minds can be influenced by algorithms, subliminal advertising, things that go past the conscious mind to the subconscious mind. We have to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort to monitor what we see and what we hear, because we can control the things that we look at, the things that we listen to. People say garbage in, garbage out. No, garbage in, garbage stays. And so I don't watch the news. And the experiences that we're going through right now is not good for your mental health. A lot of people are going through life being triggered by all the stuff that's going on. So I make a conscious effort to have a ritual that allow me to create peace, harmony, and joy in my life.
What is that ritual that helps you create peace, joy, and harmony in your life?
My prayers, my affirmations, and the music that I listen to, and the relationships that I have. When I get up in the morning, I say, Lord, whatever I face today, together, you and I can handle it.
One of my mentors is Marianne Williamson. She ran for a Democratic nomination for U.S. president. She's also the leading voice of a book called A Course in Miracles, something we've talked about before. Something she said, because I, like you, I don't want to watch the news. I want to live in my own, my own world of transformation, doing what I can do, but I don't want to focus on the fear mongering and the drama and the misery cycle that the world sometimes represents, especially in the news. She says you must, in her opinion, you must know what's going on. She says, because if you don't know what's going on, you can't speak to that and solve it. So I do feel conflicted. On one side, I feel like I need to be watching the news. On the other side, I feel like I don't want to be watching the news. How do you navigate that? How do you stay in the know if you're not?
You don't have to be baptized in it. I want the sizzle. I don't want the steak.
Oh,
Okay, no, I just the sizzle. I know what's going on. You'll hear in conversations, you want to get the drips, the crumbs of it, but you don't want to be baked in it
Baked in.
because it's going to affect how you see yourself, how you see your relationships, and it create a level of fear and uncertainty and hopelessness because it's so overwhelming. Every day there's something new, and it's not mentally healthy for us.
Going back to your mentorship, can you explain what it is to be by you? I know that you're offering, which has probably never been done before, you're offering focused one-on-one coaching where you're going to take someone under your wing for a whole day, work with them on their story, bring that story out of them, and then actually share a stage, create a product with them. Share, please, like, give us that, like, from
The reason I'm doing that, Dr. Miles Monroe, who was one of my mentees, he said, Les Brown, there's no success without successors. All of us need a hand up. And when Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, who wrote the book, The Power of Positive Thinking, when he endorsed me, that exposed me to an audience that I did not have. And that gave me instant credibility and acceptance. And so I believe that we have to pass the baton. All of us are in this place where you're being pushed up or pushed out. So, we all have an expiration date. So my goal is to live full, to die empty, to live a life that will outlive me.
Wow. And what are you most proud of? I know you've done so much in your life. What's that one thing that you have at the top of your proud list?
When my children said to me, they met with me and said, we used to be mad at you because you were gone all the time. But now that we're adults, we know. And you've done so much with so little, and we're proud of you. I'm proud of that.
I'm proud of you. I know the world is proud of you. We hope that you're going to be here for another 20, 30, 40 plus years. Actually, Gary Brecka and Dr. Peter Attia says now with AI being able to see the oncoming of disease and help us predict our health and our future, they say if you live another 5 years, I know this is a big stretch. Their theory is that you can live to 125. So please stick around. Please, he'll be here. We want you for another 100 years, please. With that, I'd like to give again a thank you to Bill Walsh here at UWC. Incredible. If you haven't learned about who Bill Walsh is, Rainmaker, platinum speaker, he's incredible. And you work in collaborating with him. What do you think about Bill, by the way?
I think that Bill is an icon in this industry. He's brilliant. He's a genius. He knows what he's doing. And he has a heart for people and helping people to have the breakthroughs in their lives financially. but all the dimensions of what they need to do in order to make it today.
That's amazing. And who's one person that you look up to today, other than Bill, in the world that is making a big difference that you look up to or that you admire, that you follow?
Mike Williams, he wrote the book called The Road to Your Best Stuff. He saw this Les Brown before I saw him. I encourage all of you to get the book, The Road to Your Best Stuff. He has a keen eye, intuitive skills to help to bring out the greatness in you and help you to connect to the best stuff that you have within yourself.
Fabulous. Can I share my favorite quote of yours?
Yeah.
You don't stop until you win. I share that with my team all the time. Holding the camera, we've got amazing David. David is David Townsend. He is working with Maha, Make America Healthy Again. He's only 24 years old and he's doing amazing things. And Albert Corey, the man behind, I think, tax clients. And I know you just got off stage with about 100 people and we're in like the private VIP area getting ready for lunch. Any final thoughts that you want to share with the American people, brother?
Always strive to get on top in life because it's the bottom that's overcrowded.
I love it. You hear it from Les Brown, icon. Congratulations. Thank you. And I know that we're going to continue to do amazing things together too. Love you, brother.